So in this video we're going to talk about getting on the green on the par 3s as often as we can and trying to get as close to the flag as often as we can. When we get to the tee box, there's going to be a little mark on the side that's basically going to tell us how far the hole is, or we can simply just look at the scorecard. The majority of the time this number is going to be to the middle of the green. Great, so we know how far it is to the middle of the green. But unfortunately the flag does move around the green because of wear and tear. So sometimes it'll be at the front, sometimes it'll be at the back, or sometimes it will be in the middle. When you look at the pros on the telly, they've actually been given pin position sheets, so it actually tells them how far on the green it actually is, and they'll be looking at their course planner to make sure how deep the green is. So it might be 40 yards long, it might be only 25 yards long. And the reason they need to know that is, let's say the hole is 100 yards to the front edge of the green, and their pin position sheet that they've got is 8 yards on from the front. They know that they've got 100 yards to the front plus their 8 is going to be 108 yards to the flag exactly. It just makes the club selection a lot easier for them depending on what kind of shot they want to play. Anyway, we're on the second hole here at Chadwell Springs. Obviously being attached here, being a head professional here, is very convenient that we're going to start doing some par 3 shots. The second hole measures 97 yards. Now 97 yards is actually from the block at the back here, right? So I'm going to walk closer to where that actual block is, which is right here. So I'm going to pace out how much further forward the tee boxes are. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There actually is 6 paces further forward. So the 97 yards is no longer. We now know it's 91 to the middle. The flag looks as though it is in the middle of the green. So we're going to go for that 91 yard kind of shot instead of going for 97. I know it doesn't sound like it's too many yards difference, but when you're looking at the front edge of or the back edge of the green, it's a big difference, because this hole, the green isn't actually that deep. So if you went 5 yards long of the flag, potentially you're going to be going over the back of the green. Maybe not, but you know, 5 yards isn't loads, but it could almost go towards the back of the green, or you could come up short. Now if you've hit that shot just a little bit thin or a little bit fat, it is going to make a big difference. So we need to be precise on how far we're going to be hitting the shots. We need to be precise on what the location of the flag is. Now to do this, what you can do is you can get a laser finder, so you can click on the top and it tells us how far the ball goes. I use a Bushnell. It's nice and easy. I literally just look through the little telescope, click the button on top, and it tells me exactly how far the flag is. So it gives me a nice confidence boost of how far the actual flag is, so I know exactly what club I'm going to be picking. So as you said, we've got 91 yards. I'm going to play a shot into this green and explain exactly what I do. So 91 yards. Usually it's a bit of a tricky number for me actually. My 46 degree wedge, which is my pitching wedge, for a half swing when I start introducing a little bit of wrist hinge, that goes 95. A 50 degree wedge for a half shot goes 85. So we can kind of see that we're in the middle of what club I should be picking. Now this is a good example because it obviously kind of throws a bit of a curveball in there. I know that it's a little bit into the wind. So if I do my half swing back and forth, it's probably not going to get to my complete 95 yards. So even if it went to say like 92 or 93, I'm only going to be within a few feet of the flag. I definitely don't want to be picking my 50 degree wedge, because it's into the wind, it's going to come up short, and I'll have a chip onto the green rather than a putt. So that's where I'm kind of making my club selection. It's only a short shot, so I tend not to kind of pop it on the tee, but I always make sure that I line my ball up to exactly where I want to go. Now we've picked the club, we know what shot we're going to play. The next thing, when we line it up, as you can probably see on the video, these two markers don't actually point towards the middle of the green. They're actually favouring the left hand side. So some golf courses just double check exactly where your tee markers are pointing. They should be going towards the centre of the green. The flag is actually located slightly to the right hand side, so I'm going to put the line of my ball slightly more to the right. So on the video it's probably going to look like I'm aiming a bit wonky, but I'm obviously lining my ball up. I'm going to put my club behind the ball. My feet are going to be parallel to that line on the ball, just so that I definitely know exactly where I'm going to be aiming. I've got my half shot that I'm going to be doing let's play. And there we have it, on the green, putting for birdie. So yeah, as you can see, we've made it on the green. We must be about 15 feet away from the flag, so not my best attempt, but at least I've got a birdie putt. I'm pin high-ish, you know, so if I did use that club that was going to be a little bit less than or try and force it, I'm going to be short of the green. If I was going to try and take a little bit too much club, I'd be having a lot further away putt. So I think I'm pretty pleased with my club selection there. Let's get my line on the ball towards the hole. I've repaired my pitch mark. There's a little bit of left to right in this. Nice little birdie. Oh, it just goes to the edge, just slips out. We'll just quickly tap that one in for a nice little par. And there you have it, par 3. Obviously it's only a short hole, but we're going to try and use the same kind of theory on each of the holes, no matter what par 3 it kind of is, and hopefully you'll be making a few more pars on the golf course next time you play. If you've got any questions, make sure you let me know. Contact me, drop me a message down below, contact me on social media, contact me through my website. Again, be happy to help you guys as much as I possibly can. Take care and bye for now.